Sites in SharePoint are organized in site collections. And a lot of small to medium businesses will just have one site collection with all of their top-level sites within that. And then underneath those sites, you have various subsites. If you're in a large organization, you might have multiple site collections. They may be organized around geography. But still, within each one of those site collections, you have top-level sites, typically team sites, and then you've got subsites underneath those. So given this hierarchy, you can see that the team sites are quite important. They're a top-level site, and in many cases, they're the first site people come to when they start using SharePoint. Here we have a team site that's been organized around my team that works together here at Acme. These team sites might be organized around geography, or maybe your team is geographically dispersed, but you're working on the same common project. Well, this can give you a location in cyberspace where you can all work together and share information. Maybe it's organized around an event or a specific project that you have coming up. And some of these are more formal and less formal, but here we've got our internal team site. And on my home page here, I have a lot of information. I have team announcements, team documents in a document library, team calendar. If I scroll down, you can see I have some team tasks down there at the bottom. And on any one of these containers or objects, I can click on the title and I can drill down to the specific page that is dedicated to just team documents there in that library. Click on Home in the quick link bar on the left, and it takes me back to the top level site in my team site. Now, not all of the information that I have in my team site is visible here on this page or even in the quick link bar over there. If I want to see all of the contents of my site, I can click on Site Contents there on the left, the quick link bar. And here's a list of all of the containers or information that I have in my site. Each one of these tiles represents another page or list. Here's a list of inventions, a list of employees. A team calendar is a list of dates, right? And further down here, I have a vacation calendar, a list of when people are going on vacation, team documents, discussions, tasks. And later on, we'll take a look at how you can add these containers or apps by clicking on Add an App. But what I want to do right now is show you how to create your own team site. It's easy. You scroll down to the bottom of this site contents page, and there we see a list of subsites that we already have. And if I want to create a new subsite, I click on New Subsite. And it asks me to give it a name. We'll call this the Running Club, and a little description here is we run our tails off for fun and fitness. We can give it a website address. Now, I could call it Running Club, but I like to avoid spaces. It just makes it a little bit cleaner. So we'll just call this Running. You can choose your language, and you can choose a template that you want to use. So you don't have to build this from scratch. You're going to start out with certain pages and objects. You could do a blog, a project site, community site. There's a lot of different site templates available within SharePoint. You can see a description down there at the bottom. We'll just do a team site. And then we can choose the permissions that our site has. What can people do when they come to this, and who has permission to come to it? We'll use the same permissions that everyone had in the parent site. That keeps it simple. Do we want to display this on the quick launch bar? We'll say yes. Answer that navigation question. And do we want to use the top link bar from the parent site? Yeah, then that'll be nice and consistent. I like that. Then we say create down here at the bottom. And now we've created our new Running Club team site. It's just that easy to create your own website in SharePoint. Isn't that amazing? Now we have some tiles here giving us some tasks that we could do to populate this and make it a little more useful. If you look at the very top, you'll see that we have that same top link bar that we had requested. In fact, let's navigate back up to our team site. And now if you look on the left-hand side in the quick link bar, we have a subsites button here, and there's that Running Club site that we just created. Let's go back to it. Now, if you want to make some changes to the site that you've created, you can go to the Site Settings button. And one way to get there is by choosing this gear in the upper right-hand corner. And if you have permission to create a site, you can probably go into Site Settings and make some changes to that site. There's a lot of settings that you can change in here to customize your site. Let's say we're done with the event or the running club and we want to delete this site. We come over to Site Actions and choose Delete the Site. Asks us to confirm that. We'll delete it. Say OK. And the site is gone. Easy come, easy go. So that's been a look at the first place most people start, which is team sites in SharePoint 2013.